So, Peter, as president of the EANS, it's important for me to try to understand how the EANS can be of use, helpful to a national society. And could you discuss a bit from your SBNS president perspective, how we could do our job?
Yeah, of course. So the SBNS is one of 40 national societies, so I would like to speak on behalf of all the national societies. And if you look at the national societies within Europe, you represent many different countries, but we see the EANS, it's like a family, and perhaps the EANS is at the head of that family, leading the national societies through really important aspects of neurosurgery and neurosurgical care for our patients. So we're particularly looking at oversight of training and education, examinations, quality assurance of the care we provide. We're looking at innovation, new technology, new techniques, how we can work together to build neurosurgery in Europe and beyond. And also research is really important. We can support each other through research. And the EANS has some amazing initiatives that have been leading the way for many, many years, and I've been personally very fortunate to have been involved in some of these. And these would particularly relate to what I think is the jewel in the crown of the EANS, and that is the training courses. That is the core business. It's really where it started, and the British trainees have been incredibly grateful for the opportunity to go on these courses, and I know that feeling is replicated across Europe. So that is absolutely fundamental. But so much more beyond that, the EANS offers the most amazing congresses. Since I've been involved over the years, these have become bigger, better, and more involved. And just everybody getting together, the industry, the talks, the invited speakers are brilliant, but it still gives an opportunity for the younger ones to present their work, and having the Young Neurosurgeons Congress in parallel. So there's many, many things that the EANS have been doing to support the national societies, for which we're really grateful.
So what do you see as the main strength of the EANS, apart from the head of this family?
So I think that the main strength of the EANS is the cohesiveness and bringing us together to speak with one voice for neurosurgery in Europe, but also I think it's important that it goes beyond Europe now. The SBNS have a global initiative. I know the EANS have a number of global initiatives. So I think what's really important is that we're not only a voice within Europe, but we're Europe looking out to the world. And the
take responsibility outside.
Take responsibility. I've got a particular interest in neurosurgery in low and middle income countries. We're doing a lot in Europe, and there's a lot of amazing things going on in Europe. But I think it's now time for us to work together to look at how we can improve access to care for neurosurgery across the globe. Historically,
the bonds between the SBNS and EANS has been very, very strong, and we are grateful not only for the teachers at the training courses, but as you said, also the trainees that come in. British neurosurgeons have always played a significant role in the exam, bringing their experience from the FRCS, and where we have learned a lot. How do you see us continuing that development, or walk that path together?
We've been fortunate in the UK and Ireland in having quite a strong exam system through Royal Colleges for many years. And we've been very grateful to have the opportunity to try and disseminate that knowledge across Europe. So, that's something we would really like to continue. We're happy to work at any level with that. And my predecessor, the previous president of the Society of British Neurological Surgeons, Peter Whitfield, did a tremendous job in that. So really happy to continue to work in terms of the exam.
And we're very, very grateful for that. And now Marcel Ivanov, although not British born, is practicing.
Exactly.
And he took over. So I was fortunate enough to visit the SBNS recently in Birmingham. And I was surprised also pleasantly so, by the quality of the presentation from the young people. You have still incredible talent. They do not seem to engage as much with the EANS as in the past. What can we do there?
Well, I think we are very lucky. We have some amazing trainees, and we're really grateful you came to the SBNS in Birmingham. And I think that will help. So I think it's just a question of us getting the message out there, sharing ideas, sharing media, all sorts of different fora that we can work at to get. It's a two-way relationship, and I've been really lucky. I've been involved in the EANS for 30 years.
Yes.
Been on the training courses, taught on the courses. I've been the vice president, secretary of the EANS, and I really, during my presidency of the SBNS, I really want us to continue to work closely together for the benefit of trainees, consultants, and ultimately the patients. In 2026, it's the 100th anniversary of the Society of British Neurological Surgeons, and we're arranging a really big meeting in London, and we would love the EANS and the other national societies to come and join us for a fantastic scientific and social celebration.
I'm glad you mentioned that, because that is a significant event in European neurosurgical history, and this is much of modern neurosurgery started. I'm sure we will put our weight behind and do our best to make it a great success.
And I'll make sure the SBNS continue to support the amazing congresses that we exercise. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Good.
Thank you.